Welcome to week 2 of the Cricket World Cup, and coming up, 5 classic matches to savour. Let's start with a look at the World Cup standings after the opening week. New Zealand and England the only teams unbeaten, with pre-tournament favourites Australia still looking for that first win. Our first match is in Brisbane, where co-hosts Australia, now desperate for a victory, face India, who lost to England and have had the misfortune to have their match against Sri Lanka in Mackay abandoned. Next on to Adelaide, with England seeking to preserve their 100% record against Pakistan, who lost their opening match to the West Indies but bounced back with 2 points against Zimbabwe. We then stay with Pakistan for a day-night match in Sydney, as they face up to great rivals India. Our fourth match comes from Christchurch, New Zealand, and the match that everybody has been looking forward to. West Indies, who've won 2 of their opening 3 matches, face South Africa, who after their historic 9-wicket win against Australia in Sydney, lost to New Zealand and surprisingly to Sri Lanka. Finally back to Sydney for the clash of the oldest cricketing nations, England and Australia, and 2 countries that contested the very first one-day international back in 1971. So first to a wonderful day at the Gabba with the pitch in splendid condition. Australian fans eager to see their side's first win were thankful to see Alan Border win the toss. And that Australian batting lineup sees a new partner for Geoff Marsh as 27-year-old left-hander Mark Taylor plays his first match of the World Cup. Ian Healy, forced out through a hamstring injury, means David Boone keeps wicket, and Murph Hughes comes in for Bruce Reid. For India, Ravi Shastri plays despite fitness worries, and he'll open the innings with Chris Shrikant in a very strong batting lineup. And that still keeps out Pravin Amre, who's 12th man. We join the action in the second over with Manoj Prabhakar bowling to Mark Taylor.
So Mark Taylor really finding the middle of the bat very early on. We'll look for 3 here and have to hurry. If that had hit the stumps, it would have been very close for Geoff Marsh.
Would have been very close indeed had the ball hit the stumps. Even if the Jadeja, the fieldsman there, if the ball had bounced truly for the wicketkeeper, it could still have been interesting.
So that's the first wicket gone. Chasing a wide one outside the off stump. Just got the touch onto it. The merest of touches. And Mark Taylor goes to a wide one, chasing it. Good positive start by Taylor, so that would be a setback for Australia as he goes for 13.
Not one of the better balls that Kapil Dev has bowled this morning. It was quite wide and going further away. It was almost a lack of bounce that caused Mark Taylor to get an underneath edge. He's on his way for 13. Australia 1 for 18.
New batsman is David Boone, who comes in at the number 3 position, which he takes in Test cricket for Australia.
Good shot through the gap on the offside. That'll get to the fence. Marsh beginning to loosen up now. That's the first boundary of the day. The Australians now beginning to turn it on. They can't afford to lose this match. Oh, he's done it again. He's dragged the ball back onto his stumps. We've seen Marsh do this so often this summer, and he'll be dreadfully disappointed. Borderish pushed for him. He tried to run that one down to third man, and regrettably, from Marsh's point of view, he dragged it back onto the stumps.
The Australians have made a change today. They've brought in Mark Taylor to open with Jeff Marsh. Taylor is gone, and now Marsh has 2, and Kapildev is the man who's struck once again. It's 2 for 31, Australia in 11.
Dean Jones, the new batsman, so much depends on him. Beautiful shot. That's a huge six over the ball. It's a magnificent shot. Into the Queensland woods. It's the whacker, well, whatever it is. It's a big six, I can tell you that. What a shot. More of that, please, Dean Jones. I think that's the Queensland Cricket Association section down there. That might have ended up in the bar down that section of the ground. Oh, well taken. What a beautiful shot that was.
And that's the type of form that the Australians are looking for from this man. Magnificently hit through the line for 4 from the time it left the bat. And I don't think we need to say that David Boone is the form batsman in the Australian team after seeing that shot.
He's gone. Well, there's good bowling. Enticed him down the pitch. Ravi Shastri takes the catch. A beautiful piece of bowling by Raju. Beat him in flight. Didn't quite get to the pitch ball, and it's a vital wicket.
Maybe that the ball didn't spin either because it's gone away on the onside, and I'm sure that David Boone was trying to hit with the spin, hit over the offside, but the ball's virtually gone straight on and finished in the hands of Ravi Shastri. So that's a terrific blow struck there by Venkatapati Raju. Australia 3 for 102.
Steve Waugh, the new batsman. It's well placed. That could go all the way. Beautifully timed and placed shot by Steve Waugh.
Yes, the captain had just brought mid-on up into the circle. That's Kabaka, because they were getting some easy singles down there, and Steve Waugh took advantage of that.
Man at deep Acre square, can't get that. It's a good shot by Dean Jones. Off the meat of the bat, half century for Jones. Very important innings, not just for the right-hander, but also for Australia. Javagal Srinath to continue now from the Stanley Street end here at the Gabba. And there'll be no more of that from Steve Waugh. A little bit of room for the shot. That's well bowled by Srinath. It's been a good over so far. Pressure onto the batsman, and the bowler came out on top.
Very much victory for Srinath. Steve Waugh trying to make room, being cramped for space by the length of the ball. And the bail's going. Steve Waugh returns. Australia 4 for 156.
Moody has had a mixed season, but his performance today will be very important from Australia's point of view, as well as his own. Last 10 overs of this innings. We're into now, this is over number 41. He's hit that with terrific power because the man at mid-off almost got across to it. The one at mid-on very deep. Couldn't get there by a couple of yards. It's the end of the over for 175.
Risk here, continuing with Srinath. Taking a bit of stick so far today.
And some more. Hit right through the line of the ball, so the new bat seems to have worked the trick for Tom Moody. Right over the infield for 4. Dragged it on, just got the inside edge, hitting right across it. Tom Moody, and Prabhakar gets a wicket with the first ball of a new spell, and Australia have lost their 5th wicket.
A little bit of predicting going on here by Tom Moody. Decided that he was going to go down the ground. It was the slower ball, the off-spinner from Prabhakar. Tom Moody only managed to help it onto his middle stump. And Tom Moody's on his way for 25. Australia 5 for 198.
Australia 5 down, and their captain Alan Border comes in to salams from the crowd over on the hill. And not the mark right away. Alan Border, of course, also the Queensland captain, and he's come in and raised the 200 for Australia in the 46th over.
It's going, you beauty, onto the dog track for 6. Slot one to that mid-wicket area. Beautiful shot from Dean Jones. Well, he really's got to hit through everything now right to the end of the innings.
As he moves on to 90, he got that on the up, was a fraction short, hit through mid-wicket. That was where he had to go. There was a gap there. Hit as clean as a whistle. Beautifully struck. Hoik over mid-wicket, of course. They got it on the rise, hit it beautifully.
The bowler be trying to bowl one right up in the block hole. Rather over-pitch than under-pitch. Doesn't want Dean Jones to get under this one. He's hit that straight down the ground. It's going, no, it's not, it's right in the air. He's saying, leave it to me, I'll catch it. Yes, he will. He's got it. Jones out. Just for a second, there was going to be chaos there. There was potential for a 3-way collision. But good thinking by Prabhakar, who told them all to go away, and he ended up taking the catch himself.
There's Mike Prabhakar ends Dean Jones's fine innings of 90 with a good catch. It wasn't easy. He went for it, got under it a bit, and there's Prabhakar going back. It was very, very high. Mid-on and mid-off come in, and Prabhakar at the end does the job. Jones out for a magnificent 90. Superb innings. 108 balls faced. Caught and bowled Prabhakar. 6 for 230.
It's Craig McDermott striding out there to face the music. He's gone for that one. This is in the air. This could be out. It is, oh, brilliantly caught. Absolutely magnificently caught by Middle. The DJ coming in there, and what a catch that is. RJ Jadeja coming in from mid-off. Now you have a look at this.
Yes, he didn't pick it up for a while either. He was very deep. It was a high sky. There he is. He balks and he comes. He's got his eyes on the ball. What a magnificent catch that is. That is one of the best outfield catches you'll ever see. Young man playing his first one-day international, Border under it. A great running catch. That's what India need to do in these final deliveries. Good defensive cricket. Border out for 10. It's 7 for 235.
Peter Taylor's out there, but he's not on strike. So Prabhakar now to bowl the last over. Good toss, and that's out. So another wicket falls with a score on 236. So Australia now 8 down. Jadeja again taking the catch.
Much easier catch that one, but these are vital wickets for India. Australia looked like been 250 plus when Jones was on 5. They picked up Jones for 90. Now Border and McDermott depart.
And India doing well in the final overs. It's so important. They'll be chasing about 240 odd, and then with a real chance here at the Gabba. McDermott out, 8 for 236.
Merv Hughes at the non-striker's end. That's well bowled. A come on there from Taylor. Merv Hughes looking for the second, but deciding that that'll be a bit risky. So it's over to Big Merv now. Oh, he's missed that one as well. Another slow ball. Hit the stumps too, so that's a run out. So Taylor out, run out. The end of the Australian innings, 9 for 237.
So the Australians very grateful for that innings by Dean Jones, who came to the crease with his side 31 for 2, and his 90 came off 108 balls. For India, Kapil Dev and Prabhakar both taking 3 for 41, but generally the Indians will be disappointed not to have capitalised on those 2 early wickets. We join the Indian innings in light rain with the score at 6 for no wicket. McDermott is the bowler, Shrikant the batsman.
Bowling! A wicket made by McDermott, spot on. Over goes the castle, great breakthrough. Beautiful piece of bowling by Craig McDermott.
And Shrikant didn't look like it at all. And McDermott bowled a beautiful over to him. Maintained a terrific line around off stump and then eventually hit off stump, and Shrikant missed that by a mile. He was playing down leg stump and it hit off stump. So India losing their first wicket with just 6 on the board.
The Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin, batting at number 3. It's a great shot. It should go all the way. Beautifully played. A bit of width there from Whitney. Perfect square cut.
And here's the unmistakable figure of Merv Hughes for the first time in colours for the season. Didn't play in the World Series competition, and this is his first match in the World Cup. Comes on to replace McDermott with India 26 for 1. Oh, glorious shot. That's a magnificent shot to greet Merv Hughes from Mohammad Azharuddin.
Didn't waste any time. Mohammad Azharuddin might have reckoned that was going to be a loosener. And he really gave it something.
A run out here. All sorts of problems. The ball eluding Whitney, and the clearest of run-outs being missed by Australia. Alan Border can't believe it.
I'm surprised. Can hardly believe it up here. Terrible running between the wickets. Nice pick up and throw by Marsh. Ball bouncing to Whitney, who is trying to and even then extra fumbles.
Unfortunately, due to heavy rain, the players had to leave the field. On their return, it was announced 3 overs had been lost, and India's revised target was 236 of 47 overs. A reduction of 2 runs and loss of 3 overs, when the overall Australian run rate was 4.7, clearly illustrates the World Cup rules on rain-affected matches are totally unfair to teams batting second. We pick up the restart with Moody bowling to Shastri.
That's straight up in the air. This will be out. Yes, he's got him. So Shastri going for the big one, trying to hit the ball over extra cover. Stephen Waugh, very, very safe hands. Gets himself perfectly placed underneath that one. So a wicket for Tom Moody. And Ravi Shastri makes his way back to the pavilion.
Shastri, I'm afraid to say, did look as though his concentration had wavered there. He was more worried about his feet. He's been trying to find his timing. Again, there he's miscued this ball straight up in the air. A good catch from Steve Waugh, going backwards at extra cover. Safely caught. India 2 for 53.
Attention Tendulkar, magnificent young player.
In the air, but it's also in the gap. Moody will not get after it, will not catch up to it. It's into the hoardings. 2 for 70 after 23 overs. And that is 4 more. And that's a very good demonstration of why this young man is considered one of the most promising young batsmen in world cricket. It's in the air and he's gone. Steve Waugh, no trouble with those. Stephen Waugh, very safe pair of hands. Sachin Tendulkar playing the slash, trying to hit it over cover. He got it just above head height for Steve Waugh. 2 hands went up, no doubt.
Well, Tom Moody has got a couple of breakthroughs. Tendulkar trying to hit inside out there and go over the top of cover. Only succeeded in going straight to Steve Waugh. And the 3rd Indian wicket is now down with 86 on the board.
7 runs and over required. Kapil Dev has come in as the pinch hitter. Try and lift the run rate.
That comparison there is in favour of Australia after 29 overs. Not by that much. We've got to consider that the number of overs have been reduced, and that's 4 runs, and the comparison certainly with a few more blows like that will get a lot closer. Typical Kapil Dev shot.
Beautifully struck, but again in the air.
Just wide of him. Well, they're teasing the Australians here. After that 4 from Kapil Dev, which sailed past mid-off. He's given him leg before. Kapil Dev looking to pull through the onside. Umpire Aldridge holds up the finger. Kapil Dev is not amused, but he has to go leg before. Steve Waugh strikes, and an important wicket for Australia.
Vital blows struck by Steve Waugh there. Kapil Dev possibly wondering about the height. A short ball from Steve Waugh. Certainly straight enough. And in fact, it's only hit him just on the roll of the knee pad there. Probably means it was going to hit. Probably means that Brian Aldridge's decision absolutely correct. And India now 4 for 128.
Sanjay Manjrekar comes in for his first match in the competition.
Got that one away beautifully. 1 bounce and onto the dog track, not quite, hit the rail and came back down. Lovely timing.
7 overs to go. Rate required almost 10. Well, there's a start. Brilliant boundary by Mohammad Azharuddin.
He's hit that one in the air. This may be out. There goes Merv Hughes out of his reach and into the boundary. It was an inside-out shot and kept going away from Merv Hughes. Ended up bouncing once into the boundary fence down there. So another 4 to Mohammad Azharuddin.
6 wickets in hand for India, but the ball's disappearing fast as Waugh comes in for his 10th and final over. That's just wide to border. He'll throw at the stumps. He's struggling. He's out. Yes, Border does it. A magnificent throw. Mohammad Azharuddin on 93, struggling to make his ground, and Border from side on does it again.
Well, what an important piece of fielding this could turn out to be. Balls were disappearing all right. They were disappearing all around the ground. On this occasion, Mandraker has hit it to the right of Alan Border, a natural left-hander. He's had to move around the ball, pick it up from side on, and as he's so often done, steadies, fires, and bang, there it is, and on your way, Mohammad Azharuddin. A magnificent innings from him, 93 runs, deserved a century, but India now just slipping back. New batsman to come in, they're under a great deal of pressure. Jadeja, the new batsman, 5 for 194, 236 is the target. So it's going to be very, very close, and the odds go back to Australia.
Got him over. So that's another wicket down. India now struggling in the final overs. A big effort here at the Gabba. The new player failing to get bat on ball.
Well, Jadeja had to throw caution to the wind, but he had to keep the odds in his favour. I think he was looking to walk across to the offside and flick it over mid-wicket. The only flick it got was on his pad and straight through to the middle stump. Merv gives him the beady eye, and he's on his way. 6 for 199, so the target is just becoming more and more elusive. Prabhakar is should be the new batsman, but he's not. Kieran Moray is coming in.
Mandraker on 35. Slow ball, and he's got hold of that. It'll go all the way. That's a big one. That's 6. Just what's needed. Sanjay Mandraker picks up Mervyn Hughes' leg break and hoiks it over long on for 6. He's got that down to third man. That's 6 off the over. Coming back for the second. He's got to be out surely. It's gone. Yes, good throw by McDermott. They have to take it on. Sanjay Mandraker run out by a great throw by Craig McDermott. David Boone had the bails off in a flash, and that could be the end for India.
Almost a risk that didn't need to be taken. 6 runs from the over. The last thing they needed was Mandraker to get run out. He's taken Craig McDermott on, and you probably wouldn't find a stronger arm in the Australian side. He's only 35, 40 metres from the bat by the time he's got it. No way in the world he can beat that throw. David Boone does the rest. Ian Robinson signals the out, and Mandraker is gone. India 7 for 216, and Srinath coming out to bat, so Prabhakar must be injured.
Crowd are really on the edge of their seats here at the Gabba. It's been a great match, a great fight back by India. Reduced match to 47 overs. That's 4. Jones coming around, mate. He's going in a big one. Says he's going to dive. No, 4 runs. Great effort by Dean Jones. So a great start by Kieran Moray.
A great effort by Dean Jones. He looked like he may get there in the end. It was a despairing dive, but he covered an enormous amount of ground. Tom Moody's the man under pressure. 9 runs required from 5 balls. Tom Moody's on a hiding to nothing.
Yes, and Moray will be looking for where he can deflect or where he can smash it. He's got it away again. This will be 4 more. So this is real chance here for India. Moody bowling the full pitch. Can they do it? Well, it's going to be very, very close to the real chance now. If Kieran Moray can keep his cool and put bat to ball, they'll just about win this.
Goodness me, Tom Moody doing the right thing, keeping the ball full, but it's very hard for anyone to bowl without a fine leg. Very, very difficult to bowl without a fine leg. There's a lot of pressure on Tom Moody. Alan Border will have aged about 3 or 4 years in the last couple of balls.
A run of ball will tie this for India. Bowling, he's trying to put it around the corner. That was probably a silly shot there because he was just desperate to put that on ball. So Moody keeps it straight. Moray out. What a sensational finish here at the Gabba.
Tom Moody has done the right thing with all 3 balls. He's kept it full and pretty well in line with the stumps. He's done it again here, and Kieran Moray has taken a huge risk. Mind you, had he laid bat on that, that would have been 4 more. And stump vision has just disappeared from the Vulture Street end. The middle stump has just been shattered. And pretty well, so have India's chances.
Well, what a finish. 8 for 231.
So there it is. 5 runs required, 3 balls remaining. 1 good hit will win the game, but Manoj Prabhakar has demonstrated through the World Series matches that he's not the best slogger in the game. Quite a useful batsman. He really has to try and play normal cricket. Alan Border getting a bit nervous.
Oh, so everybody's nervous here because if they get knocked off here, they're 3 without a point. In comes Tom Moody. Manoj Prabhakar. gets bat on ball, they'll run one here. Moody will throw, the overthrows. Yes, no. Just get the one. Wow, it's all happening. Moody fired, the ball went through the border, backing up, but in come War from deep line and stopped the overthrow. That could have been one with an overthrow there. Great effort by War. Here's the throw. He's missed, and War backed up.
Really only had to throw the ball to Peter Taylor there, would have been good enough. Prabhakar, he didn't want any of the pressure. He decided he was off strike. So 2 balls left, 4 runs required. Everybody's on the edge of their seat.
3 to tie, a boundary will win it. It's got that away, they'll have to run. Oh dear, Smart not even running. So they run out, so that's virtually it. Crowd unfortunately running on the ground. There's still a ball to be bowled here. So the Barker run out. Javagal Smart losing the plot there.
Prabhakar on the way back to the pavilion. Srinath is the man in the hot seat for India. You've almost got to take a prediction if you're the batsman in this situation. You need a boundary. You've got to get bat on the ball. A half-decent hit can win the game for India. What do you think Raju might have said to him as he went past? Bill, good luck, pal.
Well, 1 ball to go. He's got it at 6, could it be? He's coming around Mark Taylor, Steve Waugh. He's dropped it. He's got to go back for the 3rd. Come on, run. They're running. It's they win by 1 run, Australia. What a finish. He dropped the catch, but the throw was good enough, and the runner was not fast enough, so India miss out by 1 run to tie. A great victory for Australia, but what a good effort by India.
So India desperately unlucky, failing by just 1 run in their revised target, and a perfect illustration of how the rain-affected match rules mean the difference between winning and losing. A marvellous innings by Azharuddin and a supporting role by Mandraker, but both were run out at critical times. For Australia, Moody proved very expensive, but he did take 3 wickets, and this was a very welcome first win for Australia. So, on to Adelaide and England's match against Pakistan, and totally different playing conditions as heavy overnight rain threatened the start. A very important toss to win, and Graham Gooch called correctly and had no hesitation in inviting Pakistan to bat first. For Pakistan, Imran Khan declares himself unfit and is replaced by 23-year-old Ijaz Ahmed. The only other change to the Pakistan side from the team that beat Zimbabwe, Wasim Haider comes in for Iqbal Sikandar. For England, Alan Lamb, who was expected to play, is still unfit following a reoccurrence of his hamstring injury, and Gladstone Small, a late addition to England's World Cup squad, replaces Bill Tufnell. We pick up the action in the 4th over. Pakistan 5 for no wicket. Philip de Freitas bowling to Ramiz Raja.
India's out, and Ramiz is out. What on that occasion? Playing away from the body, so England have made the breakthrough.
He was caught by Dermot Reeve there off the bowling of de Freitas, and the score is 5 for 1.
Incoming batsman for Pakistan is Huck. Joins Amar Sahal.
There's Imran there in his t-shirt. He had a pretty the guy in the black t-shirt there. For those of you at home, we probably can't recognise him, but it's sad that he isn't playing because he certainly makes a big difference to the Pakistan side. At second slip, and Alex Stewart reacted tremendously quickly to pick it up off the rebound. And here we have it's 2 for 5.
All stack out. And that is out. Reward for Pringle, who has bowled me and Dad, courtesy of an inside edge onto the stumps, and it's now 14 for 3.
23.
Oh, a magnificent catch. A magnificent catch by Pringle. And slammed it back, and Pringle throwing himself to his right with a magnificent one-handed catch. You won't see better than that, Jeffrey.
No, you won't. Very difficult catch to take for a bowler following through. An absolutely top catch. Watch as he's following through, going off to his left. The ball is smacked back. He sticks the right hand out and he holds it. That's the main thing. He actually not just hits his hand, he holds it. Wonderful catch, Derek Pringle. One of the best.
It is 20 for 4. Jazz, the new man coming in, man in the iron mask. That's a beautiful shot, and that could go all the way. Go all the way to the fence. Magnificent shot from Sully and Malik. So the boundaries really have been at a premium.
That's a great catch by Alex Stewart off Gladstone Small's final delivery of his over. And Ejaz there is caught by Stewart, bowled Small. And the score is 32 for 5 here at the Adelaide Oval.
Jacked it back on, and he and both of them a very happy man as Akram looking to give himself some room outside the off stump, but an inside edge and back onto the stump. So what a morning it's been for England. Unbelievable. He and both of them there, Mike, a very happy man.
Yes, it's another good delivery from Both. And here we go, just bounces seams back into him, very similar to the dismissal of Yavid Miandad. And Both very, very happy indeed, as I'm sure his captain will be. And Pakistan here are 35 for 6 in the 19th over.
Oh, it could be out, could be out. Caught low down. He's waiting for the umpire. But he's given it, he's given it. It's another one to Ian Botham. Lovely catch it slid. Beautiful low down catch. Couldn't be quite sure. The batsman waiting, quite rightly too. The umpire looking to square leg. Gets the nod of approval.
It's 42 for 7. Very dark. Probably a bright day at Bradford.
What we'd be playing there, be a great day that in the Bradford League. Wouldn't come off for that, no matter who was bowling. How quick.
Remains on 2, facing Small. And that is out. 8 for 47. Or as they say in England, 47 for 8, Jeffrey. A straightforward catch, and Small has struck again.
Yeah, the good feel inside England, good catches. Hicks got good hands, Bolton's got good hands. This one flies, well, reasonably quickly, not too hard, but it just flies nice, comfortable high. Thank you very much to catch pigeons in those slips areas to the England players. Pakistan 47 for 8.
Not a lot of smiles there. Very glum group.
And that's a great catch again by Stewart. A lovely ball by Reeve, just seamed again. The batsman going for a big back-foot drive, and Stewart taking a fine catch there in front of first slip. And the banners are waving all around this Adelaide Oval.
Pakistan 62 for 9, the 34th over. that's a handsome shot. That's through. Good shot by Mushtaq. Will it go all the way? I think it will just trickle into the fence. Yes.
We haven't seen too many of those this morning, Ken. A very fine off drive. I think probably the last one we saw was from Salim Malik.
The epitome of economy. And that could be out. In fact, it is. Dermot Lee taking the catch first of it. And Pringle has struck. That's Pakistan all out for 74. And Pringle 8.2 overs. 3 for 8.
So a splendid bowling performance by England with no Pakistan batsman reaching 20. The side not even managing 2 and over as they make 74 in 40 overs. A magnificent spell of bowling by Derek Pringle. 5 maidens, 3 wickets for 8 runs. Really everybody played their part, and Ian Botham, 10 overs, 2 for 12. Unfortunately, the earlier predicted rain now appeared as England began their chase of 75. England obviously desperate to begin their innings and score runs quickly as rain continues to threaten to stop play. So it's the 5th over, Wasim Akram bowling to Graham Gooch.
He's out.
Oh, and Graham Gooch has been given out by Peter McConnell. I don't think Graham Gooch is really happy about that. And England have lost their first wicket. Graham looked very despondently walking away there. See it here on the replay. What do you think, Ken?
Not within a bull's roar.
And England are 14 for 1. And Robin Smith there has come to the wicket to join Ian Botham.
The rain coming down much heavier now and play is suspended. And after a lengthy delay, the revised total is 64 runs from 16 overs. A further example of the crass stupidity of the current rain-affected match rules, as England's original target was 75 off 50 overs, and it becomes 64 off 16. We join the England innings again with Robin Smith facing Ijaz Ahmed.
Great shot, wonderful square drive. Robin Smith, just a touch of width in his favourite area. That ball sped across the wet outfield. Well, there the umpires just conferring again about this light drizzle. Should we stay on? Should we go off? The Pakistani team are encouraging them. They all tend to drift towards the middle of the pitch and towards the dressing room. Javed Miandad would like to run to the dressing room. Oh, they're going off. Well, they finally decided to go off.
Once more the rain comes down, and once more the players left the field, although this time for good. The match was abandoned, and 1 point awarded to both teams. Continuing with Pakistan's exploits, we now join them for their clash with India. A day-night match in Sydney in front of a crowd of 10,000. Azharuddin wins the toss for India and decides to bat.
We're going to have a bat.
Good bat?
Yeah.
Vinod Kamberly comes in to replace Ravi Shastri, and Anjay Jadeja moves up the order to open with Shrikant. The changes hardly detract from what is an exceptionally strong batting lineup. Pakistanis Zahid Fazal comes in for Ramiz Raja, and Imran Khan returns to take over the captaincy from the more excitable Javed Miandad. We join play Wasim Akram to Chris Shrikant.
That's out if he catches it. No, he doesn't. It looked to me as if it just carried. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to gather it up. So Mohan Khan, the keeper there, trying to take that one, which clearly hit the outside edge of the bat.
He just poked at it again. There was the edge. It was a catch me. And he dived over it, in fact. It seemed to go through the gloves. It was certainly appeared to be catchable in that replay. There's the nick. It's quite clear. Maybe it was a half volley, but he never got his gloves near it.
Jadeja has got that away, straight down the ground. One of the few really firm strokes we've seen in these opening overs. And he's waiting, and umpire Shepherd eventually said, yes, you must go. Akib Javed had no doubt that the ball had been taken cleanly, nor that it had found the outside edge. So he's had a few goes at Shrikant for LBW, finally had him caught behind.
This ball just straightening a little bit and carrying no problems to Moen there, the wicket keeper. He didn't get overly excited about it. I think that's what probably let Chris Shrikant wait. But he's definitely out. He's gone. India are now 1 for 25.
Mohammad Azharuddin is the new batsman for India, the skipper of the side.
Beautifully placed. Dissected the two outfielders.
This time he's gone a little bit higher and a bit wider. It brings up the 50 partnership between these two. First wicket fell in the 10th over. It's now the 23rd over. Jadeja getting more and more confidence, looking more and more impressive as the innings goes on. Giving very good support to his captain. Doing the job that he was chosen for. He's put in there to try and get India away to a good start and to keep it going. He's done it in very fine fashion. The captain decides that he needs a bit of help. Just the one bounce into the side screen.
That's as perfect a placement as you'll find. And as was the case with Jadeja, the footwork was quite magnificent. That was Mohammad Azharuddin. Straight down the ground, could hardly have been much straighter.
That's out. He's caught behind, trying to cut it very fine and very hard. Mushtaq Ahmed comes back the best way possible. He takes a wicket of the Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin.
That's the first time I've seen Mushtaq Ahmed really put any work on the ball out there. He's been rolling it out. That one he gave a real tweak. And it spun a little and jumped as well. A thick top edge. It's pretty well held by the keeper. It wasn't an easy catch because of the extra bounce. And that is a vital wicket for Pakistan. Mushtaq Ahmed takes it, and it's 2 for 86.
Cambley, the new batsman for India. This is in the air. There's a fieldsman back, but he may not be far enough back. It's over the top of the fieldsman into the fence for 4. That's the end of the over. India are 2 for 94. There's the man Jadeja, who's been there for the 27.5 overs, and he's largely responsible for the fact that they've got the run rate up to 3.62. He and Azharuddin. It's in the air. It's a half volley. He's claiming the catch. Nobody's really looked at the umpire. The umpires are conferring. David Shepherd. Just to the naked eye, it looked to me as though it was a straight half volley. But the umpires have confirmed. Quite confident that the ball carried. Jadeja obviously had a different view of it than the Pakistan fielders. And umpire Peter McConnell, who was at square leg. It's a good piece of fielding. He's got forward. It could well have been a half volley if he hadn't been as agile in coming forward. Got the hands under it. He's come up with the catch. Just so confident it was a catch, he didn't even bother to appeal. Three for 101, and Sachin Tendulkar comes out to join Vinod Kambli.
A warm, overcast afternoon in Sydney. So Hale pulled away. He's a beautiful puller. Sachin Tendulkar, as soon as it's a fraction short, he rocks back onto the back foot. That's why he's going to be a great player. He's certainly a fine back foot player, either on the off or onside.
Realising that there was a man at mid-wicket and a man at long on, the area he wanted to go was in the direction of mid-wicket. Imran Khan is there, so he decided to go over Imran's head.
This time he cuts on the offside. That could well be four again. That's superb batting by this young star. And boundaries are needed. He's changed the line of the bowl by pulling the first ball over mid-wicket. This time it's wide of off stump and he cuts beautifully. Imran not happy with the fielder, so he makes a change. Javed comes into the circle in that position, protecting the late cut or wide. Chipped in the air. There's a man out there who's getting under it. Al-Haq does the job. Good bowling. Poor selection of shot, but that's good effort by the leg spinner, kicking the ball up under pressure. A very valuable wicket for Pakistan.
Yes, the captain has got a lot of faith in his leg spinner. Mushtaq coming back. We're into the 40th over. India 4 for 147.
In form, Sanjay Mandraker comes to the crease at a vital time. He played very well at the Gabba last weekend. Oh, he's got him, bowled him, first ball, Mandraker, clean bowl by Mushtaq. A fine piece of bowling and great captaincy by Imran Khan here at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Yes, he showed a lot of courage in bringing the leg spinner back on. The hierarchy, the Pakistan hierarchy, thought that the ball would spin here a little bit. And just the little bit of turn there got the underneath edge back onto the stumps. So 2 wickets in the 1 over from Mushtaq. Good bowling. And Draker is out for a duck. And in the 40th over, India are 5 for 148.
Kapil Dev, the man with the best strike rate in one-day internationals over a long period of time, at 94.4, comes to the crease in the 40th over. It's well hit and beautifully placed. That's why he's one of the all-time greats. Kapil Dev hitting over cover for 4. 5 for 160.
That's it high. This could be out. Will it be 6? It's a big one. Over the top for 6. Kapil Dev opening his shoulders and smashing that one over the top of extra cover. Lovely, sweet hit that was. Sachin Tendulkar on 49 now. Hand on strike. No ball called, and that's his 50. 50 or 57 balls. He's a lovely little batsman to watch.
Just coming up to 6 o'clock here. No daylight saving, so it's starting to get dark.
Another slow one, and again it's pulled away down towards the boundary, and this time into the fence. In the air and out. Imran making the catch at mid-wicket. Dev not quite middling that one. And it just spooned up to Imran, and there was no way in the world he was going to drop that one. So a little gem of an innings really from Kapil Dev. 35 runs from 26 balls.
Akib tries the slower ball again, this time just holding it back with the slower arm action. Imran is fielding right on the white line of the circle. He's delighted to take the catch. Another very good knock from Kapil Dev. India 6 for 208.
Very good at lifting their run rate towards the end of their innings, the Indians. What a good delivery. Are they going to take a run? He'll have a go. Yes, he will. And he's hit the stumps. What a magnificent bit of fielding there by Wasim Akram. First of all, the magnificent delivery. Moray had to get up off the ground and run down the other end. He did his best, but Akram hit the stumps, and Moray was just short.
Almost a perfect sand shoe crusher to start with. Moray did all he could do to get his feet out of the way, jammed the bat on the ball, took the nosedive. Tendulkar took off, and Akram, brilliant athlete that he is, scooped on it, aimed and cleaned him up. Moray on his way for 4, India 7 for 213.
Prabhakar's the new batsman. So the clock ticks over to 6 o'clock, which means that they won't get the extra over in. This now becomes a 49-over game. And the Indians look just a little bit surprised about that. So the Indians have scored 7 for 216.
So on a slow pitch, a fair total for India to defend. The highlight, a splendid unbeaten half-century from Sachin Tendulkar, who looked sure to fulfill his promise and emerge as one of the stars of the tournament. Pakistan, Imran Khan bowled tidily, and Akib Javid very well indeed in his figures of 2 for 28. We rejoin play in the third over. Inzaman Al-Haq facing Kapil Dev.
That's out. Kapil Dev, the leading Indian bowler, has made the breakthrough again, and the Indian supporters are delighted. Just a little bit of swing there we saw in the first over. Zaman Al-Haq is on his way back to the pavilion. Ball just straightening up slightly. He's hit him on the roll of the pad, but umpire David Shepherd in no doubt whatsoever.
Certainly no doubt. Umpire Shepherd's mind. Leaving the field rather slowly.
Wahid Fazal, the right-hand batsman, 18 years of age, so a few youngsters playing here tonight. Tendulkar, Hambley for India. And that's out. That time he's got the line, the length and everything right. Fazal has been searching for the ball, and he's finally found it.
A lovely little outswinger there from Manoj Prabhakar. The Indian fans are very happy about it too, and so they should be. He found the line. Impeccable outswinger. Started angling in, straightened up, went away. Nice little nick. Pakistan are now, as you would say, reeling. So hit out for 2. In the 6th over, they're 2 for 17.
One of the best batsmen in the world, Javed Miandad, striding to the wicket with his side in trouble. 2 for 17, requiring 217.
That's a wonderful stroke by Javed. Well, he's had 2 go past second slip. Now he's had 1 go over the head of the man at backward point and beating the 2 men racing for it. So it just runs into the boundary. So Sahel now goes on to 22.
It's nicely glanced. That could go all the way. The original leg glance, beautifully played. Just straying onto leg stump. Good players don't miss those ones. They're gifts. Fruit for the sideboard. It's 2 for 54.
So Sohail now the left-hander on strike, much the same field.
Great shot. A magnificent square cover drive. On the front foot, it was a fraction wide, and he gave it the full follow through. A glorious shot. Beautiful work. Oh, that was close. Magnificent work by Kieran Moray. It's great to see a wicketkeeper standing up. He had those bails off in a flash.
Yes, and Javed, as we've said, doesn't mind having a little wander. Keep an eye on his back foot here. Does he lift it? No, he doesn't.
Shafts there, but the bowler followed on. Kieran Moray was the one who went up. Looked as though it could easily have been pad. Tendulkar followed him up. He didn't go up straight away. And that's why, because quite clearly it came off Javed Miandad's front pad. And Javed will just make his point now. And say, hang on a moment, son, and excuse me, Mr. Moray, would you mind not talking while I'm facing up? Chatter, 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 who, me?
And not out is the final decision. Yes, he's never stuck, Javed. It's 2 for 85. These two teams very evenly matched after 30 overs, as they have been all the way through. And well taken. That's a good catch. Chris Srikanth there, coming forward and taking a good catch at mid-wicket, just a few centimetres above the turf.
That's good cricket. Not easy to take those, and he was on his way in. He pushed forward for the catch, even though it was a very well-struck ball and a full toss. Now, that's good stuff. Good cricket. And it provides the 3rd wicket at 105.
Salim Malik comes out to receive a few instructions from Javed.
So the best way to get in front is to get aggressive.
This is probably Malik's best option, of course. He is a natural free-flowing stroke maker, and anything like that, plenty of width, plenty of length, giving Malik a full chance to let the bat go. It's gone high over Azharuddin at point. There's a lot of empty space down there on the boundary, and clatters into the fence.
It's out. He's taken by Kieran Moray. A little bit of width there as well. Prabhakar all steamed up about it. He's delighted. Mohammad Azharuddin in the background will be very happy. Indians recognise that that was an important wicket. Their supporters in the crowd are delighted.
And now Pakistan 4 for 127.
Well, plenty of experience there for Pakistan, their captain. Javed Miandad wants the run. Imran Khan is too slow off the mark. And that really was a foolish piece of cricket. They didn't need to lose a wicket at this stage. Not quite sure who's the main one to blame. Javed Miandad wanted the run. Imran Khan wasn't sure. Stopped, started.
Imran Khan hasn't batted yet until today in the competition. A little bit unfamiliar with the rules of calling here. Confusion. Imran hesitated and hasn't beaten the throw back yet. Very well taken by Raju, who takes the bails off, and David Shepherd in perfect position there to give the decision. Imran Khan, the Pakistan captain, is walking back, accompanied by the duck. And Pakistan are 5 for 130 and in some trouble.
Wasim Akram is the new batsman, having replaced his captain.
Field spreads out now. Five fieldsmen on the fence. Oh, and he's got him. Yes, out stumped. Raju has struck. Boy, didn't he enjoy that, having dropped him. Gave it a little bit of extra tweak. Off went the bails. And Wasim Akram is out stumped.
And Pakistan now reeling at 6 for 141 in the 39th.
Wasim Haider. Which will bowl, and he's got him off the inside edge. Well, that's it for Pakistan. Their star player now on his way back. It looked as if he was trying to steer that one away on the offside. Got a little inside edge onto the stumps. So Javed Miandad out.
Yes, a little in-swinging Yorker from Srinath. He's very happy about it, and so he should be. That was the last nail in the coffin for Pakistan. He was the man they needed out, Javed Miandad, for 40 of 110 balls. Pakistan now 7 for 141.
Well, the new batsman is Moeen Khan. He's got that one away beautifully. Right off the beat of the bat. Well, he's given that one heaps, but he's going to be caught. What a good shot to get out to. He's hit it right off the meat of the bat. It's gone flying away down towards the boundary at point. And Mandraker has taken the catch.
And Pakistan are 8 for 161. Mushtaq Ahmed, new batsman.
Dev, there's a chance for a run out Chorley. Got to be gone. He's gone by a mile. Yes, sir. It's all happening for India. Panic in the Pakistan camp. Good take by Kapil. Good intelligent throw by the skipper. And India looking good at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Well, Ian, looks like it's all over bar the shouting.
Yes, Pakistan, I don't know what the hell Mushtaq was thinking about there. And it was a case of have to, and in fact there was a pretty easy run there, because with all the stopping and starting he was only just out. Pakistan now 9 for 166.
Javed makes his way to the crease. Smith to bowl the final over. And he's got him, so that's it. Clean bowled off the first ball. A great win for India at the Sydney Cricket Ground. That gives them the 2 points they badly needed.
So Pakistan lose their way, having at one stage been 105 for 2. The last 8 wickets falling for 68 runs. For India, a good all-round bowling performance. Prabhakar the Pig with his 2 for 22 off 10 overs. Now a first visit to New Zealand as Christchurch plays host to South Africa and the West Indies. An historic occasion for Richie Richardson and Kepler Wessels, and surely an important toss to win. Richie Richardson relieved to win the toss and put the South Africans in on an overcast day at Lancaster Park. For South Africa, 2 changes from the team that lost to Sri Lanka. All-rounder Adrian Kuiper replaces Vessel Cronje, and Merrick Pringle comes in for Omar Henry. For the West Indies, Anderson Cummins comes in for Roger Harper, and still no place in the batting lineup for Phil Simmons. South Africa 8 for no wicket, Malcolm Marshall bowling to Kepler Wessels.
Oh, it's up in the air, and it should be out. It is out.
Port Haynes, and that's a very good catch too. Good breakthrough for the West Indies.
Yes.
Wessels there having a bit of a problem with the shortest ball. Didn't really know what to do with it. He was in no man's land.
Yes, he looked like he wanted to whip it away on the leg side. It came on too quickly. In the end, he was nowhere, and he just sort of hoiked it, I suppose. Yes, front edge, really, and it went very high. But Desmond Haynes, he called and took it cleanly. So the first South African wicket is gone. Kepler Wessels, the skipper, is out. South Africa 8 for 1. Peter Kirsten, he's been the key man for South Africa in this tournament to date, coming in at number 3.
Well, that's a good shot. Is it going away before? No, it's not. It's Benjamin. No, yes, he did misfield. That was a bad misfield. And indeed, it's gone away to the boundary. So the first boundary of the morning. And Winston Benjamin really made a boob of that one. So 4 ball, 4 runs, 23 for 1.
Well, he's having a shave, Richard. Good heavens.
Right, as well. Quite a good crowd in. I understand that about 8,000 tickets were sold prior to the match. And I suspect we might get to around about 12 or 13 as the day goes on.
Oh, pulled away, lovely shot. And that'll be 4. There's no need to run for that. Short from Benjamin. Andrew Hudson into position quickly. Cracks it away over mid-wicket, hits it very cleanly.
Malcolm Marshall, fast bowler extraordinaire, chasing 400 test wickets, not far away now.
Cutting in the, lovely catch. Brian Lara at point dives away to his left and picks it up with 2 hands. What a superb catch. Andrew Hudson cutting, he got hold of it reasonably well, but it was in the air. And Lara, what a beauty. So the West Indies get their 2nd wicket.
Well, that was quite well played. The only thing was it was in the air. A bit unlucky. He didn't get, well, perhaps 4 runs for it, but look at that. That's one of the great catches of the tournament today. Diving well to his left, 2 hands. Hudson's innings, a nice little innings too, has now come to an end.
So South Africa lose their 2nd wicket, 52 for 2.
This is Mark Rushmere, who came into the South African team for the match against Sri Lanka at the Basin Reserve on Monday.
Seems to be a slight problem with Peter Kirsten here at the moment. He's limping, and he's not running between the wickets quite as he would like. If he's injured, he's South Africa's... In fact, they're getting a runner out for him. It's Andrew Hudson who's going to come out and run for him. He was the opening batsman.
There's some enthusiasts there. They're enjoying it. There's getting the thumbs up. And here's Hooper. Well, that wasn't a very good shot. He's out, he's gone, he's stumped. He's been given there by umpire Aldridge at square leg. Rushmere was aiming to play it down to run it to 3rd man, having come forward, and obviously his back foot just pulled over the crease.
Yes, there he is. He's actually standing out of the crease. He went forward, trying to get down the wicket, and his foot's on the line, and he's out because his foot is actually at an angle. And so as much as it might look as if he's behind, it's actually out the crease.
Well, a very quick piece of work there by David Williams. 73 for 3 is now the score. And the new batsman, Adrian Caper, taking the place there of Mark Rushmere. Here is Hooper to Kirsten. Kirsten hasn't realized he's got a runner. He started off, the runner started off. You get all three at one end. If you want to get that game out, they're going to have to hurry. A good throw then, I think, would have caused problems, but Caper was home. It wasn't a good throw from the fine leg boundary. Benjamin down there. So 3 runs have come.
Benjamin continues, and that's a fine shot. That'll go all the way. That's a 6. First of the innings, picked it up really well. Adrian Caper, and deposited it over that backward square leg boundary. All Desmond Haynes could do was to watch it go over his head. Fine shot.
Oh, that bounced a bit again, but there's his 50. There's Peter Kirsten again being the backbone of the South African innings. He's on to 50s, undefeated. A very good effort. He came in when conditions were very difficult, kept the vessels out early, and he's gone on, and as I say, is still undefeated and getting a good hand. Kept the vessels, and Mike Proctor there.
Merrick Pringle in the middle. He's playing today. Fast bowler. He might enjoy these bowling conditions, but yes, certainly a very good innings by Kirsten. Continuing his very good form, very consistent right throughout the World Cup.
Full toss, and he's missed it. He's bowled. And Curtly Ambrose is thrilled. Well, Caper getting a full toss, and you don't get too many of those from big Curtly Ambrose, and Caper's not happy with himself because that was a golden opportunity to score.
Well, Caper, he's furious. Gets a full toss at base of the off stump there, and well, that's Ambrose's first wicket in the competition. He's delighted.
So another South African wicket gone, 119 for 4. Well, the new man, Jonty Rhodes. Oh, an edge. He's gone. Diving away to his right, little David Williams. And Peter Kirsten is out, just pushing at that one, getting the edge, no question about it, and a good catch behind. So Malcolm Marshall striking.
Well, that was a lovely delivery. Had to play at it, just pushed it light, trying to get it through that slip gully area. Finds the edge. Williams takes a very good catch. A big wicket for the West Indies, that, because Kirsten had played very well for his country.
So South Africa in further trouble, 127 for 5.
Marshall now to McMillan. Oh, he's got it away again. That's the Surrey drive, the Harrow drive, the Surrey Cup, whatever. It came back into the right-handed McMillan, found the inside edge, and went away to the fine leg boundary. Oh, what a good stroke by Jonty Rhodes, but he's only got the one. Oh, no, he hasn't. A bit of misfielding down there. A deep backward square allows him to come back for the second. And, of course, if any of you youngsters watching, Rhodes is giving you a perfect object lesson. He runs the first one like lightning, so if the fielder does muff it, as he did then, he's in the position to come back for the second run. It's in the air, but it's all right, top edge. And it's Cummins, but here he comes back again. That was for a young man, that was a fairly middle-aged piece of fielding, I thought. Oh, he's gone, he's out, he nibbled at that one. He seemed to be slightly in two minds. I think he was in fact trying to run it down to third man. He got the nip, so once again, just as things were starting to look up for South Africa, a crucial wicket has gone. They're 158 for 6.
South Africa's new batsman, Wade Richardson.
to mid-off for 4. Now that's where the real gap is. And although one wouldn't expect to see too many shots going through mid-off from these bowlers, this was pitched up at the end of the over. 180 for 6.
And he's hit this one high in the air. Where's it going to fall? It's out there in the deep cover, and it's gone. Brian Lara takes a good catch. He almost misjudged it. There was a bit of confusion about who was going to catch it out there, but in the end it was Brian Lara coming in off the deep cover boundary who took it safely.
Yes, well, McMillan has no alternative but to really go to and over the boundary. Gets under it, bit of a slog really. That is a very well taken catch. Any one of 2 or 3 fielders might have held that one. That's well judged, isn't it? Well done, Brian Lara.
Well, another South African man gone. Brian McMillan on his way. 181 for 7, South Africa. So the new man, Richard Snell, coming in. Oh, it's in the air. He should be out here. Desmond Haynes, it is underneath it. And he takes the catch. Well, the keeper, David Williams, ran out, and he might have put Haynes off a little bit because he was very close to him when the catch was taken. But in the end, all is well as far as the West Indian cause is concerned.
And so it's 187 for 8 in the 48th over.
So Pringle, the new man in. So here we go. The last ball of the South African innings. Oh, and he's missed it. They're looking for a single. They decide against it as little David Williams runs up to the stump. So that's it for the South Africans. They've got the round 200. They've lost 8 wickets. And they make their way towards the pavilion. Malcolm Marshall still inspecting that finger. And in the end, it's Richardson who's not out 20 and Pringle not out 5.
A poor fielding performance by the West Indies let South Africa score 200 off 50 overs. Peter Kirsten's half-century takes him into the lead as the highest scorer in the World Cup so far. For the West Indies, the 2 main strike bowlers, Ambrose and Marshall, bowled well, but they were let down by the others. 4 and over the target for the West Indies. Brian Lara opens the batting with Desmond Haynes. We join the action in the 4th over with Merrick Pringle bowling to Lara.
Owen, is that out? Yes, oh, did it pitch? I think he's caught it. It's a marvellous catch. Yes, he's gone. Jonty Rhodes took one that was hit as hard as any cricket ball you can see. He really got on over that. Lara hit it very hard, didn't quite get over it enough. It was in the air, and Jonty Rhodes took a blinder.
Yes, yeah, but Lara was playing that shot again, a little bit too close to him, and straight to Jonty Rhodes at backward point. What a superb catch, right at his bootlaces.
10 for 1. Richie Richardson takes guard, 1 wicket having gone down.
Yes, a few problems out there for these players. Desmond Haynes, the man there, and there's Jonty Rhodes with a bit of ice in his hand. So, he's out, he's gone. LBW, Richie Richardson trying to swing Merrick Pringle away in maybe over mid-on, and he missed it, and it went through and hit the pad. And umpire Steve Randell from Australia, he had the finger up.
Well, that was a very casual shot. That's the length of the bowl. That's dead, really. They would have hit him leg.
That's out.
Hit him on the crease. But really, they are bowling the right length, bowling a lot fuller than the West Indians. And Pringle is obviously delighted. The South Africans, 19 for 2 now, the West Indies.
Well, the new man, Carl Hooper, making his way out, and that's a rather sorry-looking West Indian board. 2 men gone, and Richie Richardson very vital. Oh, it's in the air, he's gone! First slip, Kepler Vessel Mills takes the catch, just prodding at it, really almost guided it into first slip. And South Africa, goodness me, they're back in business. 19 for 3, and the West Indies in all sorts of trouble. Carl Hooper gone.
Well, it's that length again. Just look at that, just pushing at the ball, and that's well taken by Vessels. Tell you what, South Africa certainly on top and have got a great chance.
19 for 3, the West Indies in all sorts of trouble. The new man, Keith Arthurton, coming out, left-hander, and 3 men now gone. Oh, he's nicked it. He's gone. He's chased it a mile. That must have just about been a wide, and he's gone after it, and he's got an edge. And goodness me, another West Indian has gone. 19 for 4. Well, it's a real procession here. Gus Logie, little Gus Logie on his way out.
It's in the air, but it's all right. It's away for 4. The uppercut by Logie hit it well, high and to the left of Jonty Rhodes. It's 4 more runs.
Desmond Haynes has been bothered by this finger for much of the match. I think he came into the game carrying the injury, and he had it jarred up just a little bit with that last ball that he got from Richard Snell. So Desmond Haynes is leaving the field. He's going to be replaced by Malcolm Marshall.
Caper bowling, Logie for a huge hit, and that's 6. Oh, it's a bad ball, he's caught! What a blow for the South African side. He's been struck by probably the worst ball Richard Snell's bowled. Short, wide outside the off stump, and Malcolm Marshall helps himself to it straight into the hands of Jonty Rhodes. Marshall out for 6. It's 70 for 5. David Williams coming out to join Gus Logie, and desperate trouble now for the West Indies batsman. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Appeal, he's gone. Williams is gone. 2 wickets have fallen to Snell on the 1 over, and Williams could not do anything with it. He got the edge, the finest of edges, caught by Richardson. Williams gone for a duck. The West Indies in deep trouble, 70 for 6. So Williams is gone, and Desmond Haynes is coming back. Now, this must be a last gasp desperation effort for the West Indies. Desmond Haynes is returning. He's in serious difficulty through the injury to the right-hand index finger that you can see there.
That scoreboard doesn't read very well, does it? Haynes 13, Lara 9, Richardson 1, Hooper 0, Arthurton 0, Marshall 6, and Williams 0.
Logie gets it fine, gets 4. Oh, it's a big shot over extra cover. There's no question of that. 1 bounce, bang, 4. Thank you very much. So Gus Logie on 49. Waits for it, hits it hard, and that's his 50 with his third 4 in consecutive balls. Caper is going for them, and Logie's just going after them. So Gus Logie is 53, and that's the West Indies 100. They're 100 for 6 in the 27th over.
Well hit by Haynes. That really was a magnificent pull shot. Got on top of it, hit it down, and here's a man whose right index finger is repeatedly damaged.
But there's Peter Kirsten there, batted very well for his 52, I think it was today. Unfortunately, injured his leg. We think it might have been a thigh strain. So he needs to rest to get himself right for the next game, but he's been the mainstay of the South African batting.
He's gone. Keeper comes on and gets the vital wicket of Haynes, caught behind. A wide run chasing at Desmond Haynes. And Keeper, who was really very expensive in his first 5 overs, comes back and with his very first ball of a new spell accounts for Haynes. So Curtly Ambrose comes out to replace Desmond Haynes. It's in the air and there's a catch. Logie goes. So the two main West Indian batsmen out in the same over from Adrian Keeper, and that really now just about spells doom for the West Indies. It's not all over yet, but it's close to being so.
Adrian Keeper, come on from this end, has been very decisive in removing 2 West Indian batsmen, 117 for 8.
And so we have Cummins, I do believe. So the West Indies, 69 runs. Plenty of overs at 4.92. And more importantly, 8 down though. And we see the return of Donald. He just bowled 5 overs in his first spell, 2 maidens, none for 12. There could be a run out here if he hits. He does hit and he's out. Ambrose is run out by Keeper at the non-striker's end. There was never a run there. He came down in anticipation and his face says it all.
And he's not happy with Brian Aldridge, the umpire, either. Never a run there anyway, but he'd come too far down. He's a big man. He's got to turn quickly. But 9 down now for 132. Winston Benjamin, the last man coming to the wicket.
2 slips in now for Donald, trying to get the number 11 out. Edged it wide, yes, a beautiful catch at second slip, and Donald elated. And so the South Africans have won this contest here in the 1992 Benjamin Hedges World Cup match against the West Indies. History has been made today that these 2 sides have played against each other for the first time ever in an official match, and the South Africans come out very easily, scoring 200 from their 50 overs, and in reply the West Indies falling for 136.
A very disappointing reply by the West Indies. Gus Logie offering the only resistance, but they never came close to their target of 201. Man of the match, Merrick Pringle, removed 4 top West Indies batsmen in the space of 11 balls without conceding a run. For our final match, one of the most eagerly awaited contests of the tournament between great rivals England and Australia in a day-night match in Sydney.
Oh, you call his? Oh, well, no.
Despite confusion, Alan Border realises he's won the toss and elects to bat. And Jeff Marsh is dropped from the Australian lineup, and Tom Moody will open with Mark Taylor. Ian Healy has recovered from hamstring problems, and Bruce Reid comes back to replace Merv Hughes. For England, just the one change from the side that were robbed of victory against Pakistan, as Phil Tufnell replaces Gladstone Small. The start of the match, Tom Moody faces Derek Pringle.
Here's the first ball of this match. A single to Tom Moody and to Australia. There's a big crowd in already. Not every seat taken up, but the seats are sold. The hill is pretty well packed, and most of the stands also.
Big shout, got in, good bowling, Pringle well unwind. Taylor shuffling across, this time plumb in front. So England on top early on here. It's 1 for 5.
Yes, Taylor out for a duck. That one looked as if it did swerve back just a little bit. Straightening down the line of the stumps. Here it is. And that looked pretty plumb to me. Umpire Kisahayat from Pakistan getting his finger up nice and quickly. So unfortunately for Mark Taylor, out for a duck, it's 1 for 5.
David Boone, the in-form Australian batsman, coming out to take guard. Faced Derek Pringle, who's bowled very well for England in this World Cup so far, with good line and length and movement. That ball trapping Mark Taylor in front, swung back from off to leg. I'll swing the ball away from David Boone.
In the air, even the athletic Ian Botham couldn't get a hand on that. Quite a bit of bat on it. Not quite the intention for the direction that it went. Ian Botham was in the right line, but it was just a bit too high for him.
David Boone's favourite shots, that foot cut. It's still got a fair bit of bat on it, not as perfectly performed as he would have liked, but the end result is just as good as you could want. 4 runs.
He stroked that one exactly where he wanted it to go. Gooch is able to track it down. 8 runs from that over of Derek Pringle. Australia 1 for 30. Lewis did not bowl against Pakistan in Adelaide. Took 3 wickets. The MCG against the West Indies, and none for 36 in the first game in Perth against India. Tom Moody finally gets some bat on ball exactly where he wants it. Australia just picking up the pace now.
Just getting a wee bit short, Chris Lewis, a little wide.
Just a field change there for Chris Lewis. Ian Botham just going to gully on the left of the screen there. A bit squarer, so he could straighten things up on the offside. David Boone wants to run. Tucknell hits the stumps, and David Boone, sorry, that's Fairbrother's hit the stumps there. He's very good in that position. It's a position which Alan Border has made a specialty as a left-hander. Fairbrother is also a left-hander, and David Boone has again been run out.
That is a nasty blow. Neil Fairbrother shown his fielding progress many times. Very quick in that area. Left-handed throw. Tom Moody sending David Boone back. Fairbrother taking aim, firing, and knocking those stumps out of the way. David Boone run out, 18. Australia are now 2 for 35 in the 10th.
Dean Jones strides to the wicket for Australia, trying to get the blood flowing. With a second change in bowling here at the SCG as Ian Botham comes on from the Randwick end. And we have a change in the commentary position with David Gower and Richie Benno.
That's why Jones is up the top of the order, giving himself the chance to hit away on the onside. We're through the 15 overs, so Gooch could have more men outside the circle than the 2 mandatory inside that 15 overs. Safely away, it went in the air, beaten Gooch at mid-on. Hick is the man coming round from deep mid-wicket. Lovely arm once again from Graham Hick. 20 overs gone, 2 for 66. Now both of them will come into bowl to Moody. That's for now Taylor, no score, Boone 18. Mark Moore is 12th man for Australia.
Well, Tom Moody here using his head. Graham Gooch had the man back at mid-off for a shot of similar height to this, so Tom Moody decided to go of mid-on. Graham Gooch was the man at mid-on, thought for a moment it might be a catch to him. But that's exactly the sort of height that Graham Gooch had in mind when he put the man back long off.
Philip de Freitas in the middle of a very good spell. There's an example of the movement that Philip de Freitas is getting off the pitch. Beautifully placed. That brings up the 50 partnership.
New challenger bowler Philip Tufnell has also come on in leaps and bounds since his tour here last season.
Now Jones goes over the top and beautifully placed.
There's nothing much wrong with the bowling there. He was still flighting the ball. Dean Jones obviously waiting for any opportunity. He got outside this one to the leg side, kept it on the offside of him, hit it over the infield between the two outfielders before. That brings up the 100 for Australia with 166 balls.
No one asleep. But Pringle gets the boot on it. And that's 50 for Tom Moody.
Been a very good innings by Tom Moody here for Australia this afternoon. The Australians deciding to use him as an opener, and I think it's a very good move.
Oh, well caught. Chris Lewis, what an athletic fielder he is. So one Caribbean-born fielder helps out one Caribbean-born bowler.
What a sensational catch it was. Dean Jones has hit this ball very close to the middle of the bat, short and wide. He's given it the full flow of the blade. And look at that for a classic catch. What a brilliant piece of fielding. And Philip de Freitas has every reason to be delighted. He's bowled better balls than that in this innings, but that's an important wicket. Dean Jones out for 22. Australia 3 for 106.
Steve Waugh is the new man at the crease. He's been in reasonable form. His form, in fact, I would say, has been building up quite nicely in this World Cup.
Just got away from Graham Gooch. Rather a thick edge from Steve Waugh. For a run there for Steve Waugh. No shortage of effort from the captain. Round his legs, behind his pads. Or has he dragged it back on? Well, the replay will be able to tell us that. Impossible to tell from behind Tom Moody as he played that sweep shot.
There's a body blow. And Tom Moody just dragging that back down from the arm, back onto the stumps. And that is a real body blow. You can see that just coming down off his right arm, his bottom hand, dragging it back onto the stumps. Would have comfortably missed the stumps otherwise. Tom Moody's gone now for 51, bowled by Phil Tufnell. And the 31st over Australia of 4 for 114.
Phil Tufnell has his first wicket of this innings. Brings Alan Border out to the centre. 4 for 114. With no man out, Gooch has brought all the men back inside the circle, and Border has taken advantage of it to play a lovely stroke.
It's into the gap. Whack into the fence as well. Very good shot from Stephen Waugh there. He's tried the sweep shot once or twice. That time he really middled it. through the defences of Alan Border, and that is a huge blow for Australia. Just when Border was about to get himself going, on 16, done all the hard work, both of them striking.
Alan Border has been bowled quite a few times in this exact manner, with the ball coming back into him, going through the gap. And he heads back to the pavilion now with 16 against his name. Australia 5 for 145.
Ian Healy back in this Australian side. He'll be keeping wicket. And his job now, however, is to get some runs. That's beautifully hit, and one bounce. In fact, it may hit the fence on the full. The umpire asking the fieldsman down there who's signalled 6.
He's an extremely generous man, Graham Hickett. Looked to the naked eye as though it crashed into the fence on the full, but maybe it hit someone in the crowd who was reaching out and pushed the ball back into the field of play. It's the only thing I can think of. It looked as though it crunched into one of the advertising signs on the full.
That's out, straight to mid-wicket. Once again, both of them claiming the wickets there. The Australians realising that they've got to get on with it. And Healy trying to hit through that one. And he's hit it straight to Fairbrother. So the Englishmen who've come to the ground to watch their side today are starting to get a little noisy.
So it was a bit of a gift there for England. Ian Healy, a very short, sharp innings from him. It's 6 for 155.
Peter Taylor is the new batsman. He's a left-handed batsman, despite the fact that he bowls off-spinners with his right arm.
And Healy hitting a 6 off the spin bowling of Phil Tufnell.
Oh, big appeal. This has got to be close. Yes, he's given him. Both of them struck again. Taylor out LBW to both of them. That might have just straightened down the line a little bit. Umpire Buckner gave it a little bit of a thought, and then up went his finger.
So certainly a bit of movement off the seam. And the big worry there would have been height, but I think looking at that, certainly wasn't too high. Steve Bucknor didn't think so. So Ian Botham has struck again. Another duck for the Australians, and they are now 7 for 155 in the 40th over.
Craig McDermott's the new batsman, facing in both of them. That's in the air, and that is out as well. Good catch there by De Freitas. Moving away to his right, Botham's got another one. This time it's McDermott who slightly mishit a straight drive. And what a good catch that was by De Freitas. Going away to his right, he caught it just before it hit the turf. Here's both of them having a good time.
Australian batsmen have gone crazy. Poor old Steve Waugh sitting up the other end getting pneumonia, and these guys are just getting out one after the other. Steve Waugh will be going berserk in a minute. Tail end is thrashing away while he just sits at the other end. A good catch there by De Freitas. But not a lot of thought given to that innings by Craig McDermott. Australia 8 for 155. Three noughts for Australia. Mark Taylor the first one, Peter Taylor and Craig McDermott. 3 noughts, and Mike Whitney is sitting on nought not out.
Whitney hits that well, and that's 4. Glorious stroke. 8 for 163. That's the unhappy story for Australia at the moment. The Sydney Cricket Ground. Lewis comes in. Waugh pushes it backward point. They look for 2 here. Waugh's quite quick. It's coming back. De Freitas got a good arm. He's going to be gone. Yes! He's gone! A brilliant piece of work by Philip de Freitas. Certainly the man of the moment for England. He's bowled beautifully. A good catch now, a magnificent run out. And that's virtually the end for Australia, because that was War gone by an inch or two. A beautiful piece of work.
Fabulous piece of fielding by Philip de Freitas, coming in very, very quickly from third man there. Steve Waugh looked up as he got to the far end, looked up, decided to take the risk, decided to take the gamble. He's guided it down here, shortest ball from Lewis. And watch de Freitas sprinting in down here. Picks it up just as Waugh turns, and Waugh's always struggling there. Great take by the England keeper, Alex Stewart there, and Steve Buckner, the umpire. He's up off his knees, the fingers up, and Steve Waugh's going back to the pavilion. And Australia now 9 for 164 and deep in trouble.
Bruce Reid joins Michael Whitney. Got him, so that's the end. Great judgment by England. Australia all out for 171 with 2 minutes to go. A magnificent effort by the Englishman after Alan Border won the toss, and I thought that was a big advantage here today. After Taylor was out for duck, Moody and Boone looking good nick as we see the final wicket going middle stump, straight enough, right on cue. So England certainly with a great chance here to pick up 2 vital points.
So a bad start for Australia, losing Mark Taylor for a duck, and despite Tom Moody's 51, their total of 171 looked difficult to defend. For England, a tremendous fielding performance with everybody playing their part. A particular credit to Ian Botham for a sensational 7-ball spell where he took 4 wickets for no runs. Botham quickly has a further opportunity to shine as he opens with Graham Gooch. Under a lovely Sydney sunset, one just wonders at the reasons for Craig McDermott's green zinc sunblock. Clearly he knows something about the effects of the floodlight that we don't.
It's over the top for 4. And that's the sort of thing that Botham will do to try and annoy the Australian bowlers. The boundary to Ian Botham from a no ball. So Ian Botham is making all the running for England at the moment. Graham Gooch is flat out getting a bat on them. Shouts of catch it, but it was away from Border. So 2 boundaries in the 1 over there for Ian Botham. Just the start that England are looking for. None for 16. It's beautifully timed. It's a boundary for Gooch to get him off the mark.
I suppose after 15 deliveries, he was due to hit one, Graham Gooch, and he's hit it in no uncertain terms at all.
Certainly a full house here at the SCG. Once again, the Australians just giving England too many loose deliveries at a time when they have to bowl immaculately.
Too much width there from Bruce Reid. Not the sort of delivery that Australia needs at the moment. 2 or 3 quick wickets here could throw this game right open. Australia are far from done yet. Mind you, that doesn't help.
It was a beautiful stroke. He just waited on that. It left him a fraction. Then it left the bat at about 1,000 miles an hour.
Reid has been replaced at that end, 4 overs for 28. Disappointing performance again by Bruce Reid. Craig McDermott has bowled some good deliveries. Michael Whitney just gives the ball a kiss for good luck. He's on his way. he's going to bowl like that, you'll need plenty of good luck.
You can generally gauge from the way Michael Whitney runs in whether it's going to be an accurate spell from him or if he's going to start off concentrating on accuracy. He gave that a charge in from the end of his bowling run-up. Ian Botham now has made 26.
England's 50 has come up in 60 balls. Scintillating start. It's in the air. Craig McDermott won't get around to it. A bit slow out of the blocks. Well, Australia have obviously set their target on bowling England out. Oh, that is a good delivery. Craig McDermott is limping at the end of that over. Not 5 runs from it, and it's none for 62.
Oh, he's hit that beautifully. Right off the meat of the bat. Take that. Into the gap and into the boundary for 4. So England advance on to no wicket for 95.
That could be 2 more for Ian Botham. Craig McDermott's coming round at long leg. He's suffering slightly there. Not moving freely, but that's 50 for Ian Botham. And the crowd have enjoyed every one of them.
They certainly have. Deserving 50 for Ian Botham. Came out and really set this match up for England with both ball and now bat. Bringing up a half century. Pressured opening, Craig McDermott, Bruce Reid trying everything at him. And he threw just as much back. Magnificent effort from Ian Botham.
He's going for it now. And the ball just dropping short of Dean Jones. Had a deep cover there. Ian Botham running down the wicket to Mike Whitney. As if to celebrate that 50, has decided that he's not going to hold back at all now. He's certainly held it, and that's a very, very, very fine catch indeed by Ian Healy. Always used to have your number 1 keeper back in the side. Whatever problems he's got with the hamstring there, he's dived to his left and hung on to a very good catch to get rid of Ian Botham.
Certainly an excellent catch, and a catch we've come to know Ian Healy can take on regular occurrences. This ball, basically a full face of the bat from Ian Botham. The left hand goes out. Takes it only 6 or 8 inches off the ground. A great catch will give Ian Healy and his leg a hell of a lot of confidence. Ian Botham departs. England 1 for 107.
And if you thought Ian Botham can hit a cricket ball hard, Robin Smith is no slouch either. Well, a moral victory there for Bruce Reid. Very fine delivery coming back into Robin Smith. He's aimed the drive, missed it, and it's beaten Robin Smith, it's beaten the stumps, and it's beaten Ian Healy.
That's the time when Australia needs that little bit of luck. Bruce Reid deserved of it, a very good delivery.
And need a man way back if that's to produce any result. Robin Smith, fierce striker of the ball on the offside. It's 1 for 129. Yeah, that's a fine shot. That was a tremendous hit. Wasn't all that bad a ball from Bruce Reid. Delivered at considerable pace, and Gooch just wailed into it. One for 140. Graham Gooch, a half century. He had lots of trouble against Craig McDermott. He pulled his bat away from a few early on, but he was beaten by a considerable number. But like the class player he is, he's come back, made runs, and has now reached 50 for 4 balls. It's an excellent shot again by Gooch.
Yes, I don't think it was anywhere near the middle of the bat as Kissa Hyatt signs his signature there. He's pinched David Gower's blue socks. David Gower was one of the first wearers of the blue socks.
Well, they've brought him luck. 1 for 148 here at the SCG, needing 172 to win.
He's got that one through the offside. Nice timing to end placement by Robin Smith.
After 37 overs, 1 for 153, but Australia at the same stage were 4 for 141 and pretty well set with 13 overs to go for a very competitive score.
Bowled in. Stephen Waugh has hit the off stump. Gooch going for the big one down the ground there. No one covering the mid-on area. He decided to go over the top, missed it, and Waugh has bowled him.
A wry smile there from Steve Waugh. Gooch really just aiming away on the leg side. He knows he's played across the ball. He helped to bring about his own downfall. It's a very good performance by Graham Gooch. England now 2 for 153.
Graham Hick is the new batsman for England, replacing Graham Gooch. He's 25 years of age. Short one, it's pulled away just behind square. A couple of bounces. Back one bounce into the fence. A little wiggle of the finger there, indicating the boundary.
It's placed beautifully. That's an arrogant square drive.
Bruce Reid not in great form at the moment, struggling after coming back from injury. He's struggled with his line and his length. Left out of the side in Brisbane on the weekend, brought back here in the hope that he could do something to England like he did last summer. Really hasn't been up to it. 3 runs required.
Goes again, and there it is. What a victory for England. England win with 2 for 173 with 9 overs to be bowled. That's a big win. Magnificent performance. 55 balls to spare.
So a comprehensive victory for England with 9 overs to spare, and little doubt about the man of the match. Ian Botham, star of the show once again. For Australia, a very poor all-round performance that leaves their continued presence in this World Cup in substantial doubt. Those results leave the overall standings looking like this. New Zealand 8 points from 4 games. England drop a point due to the weather, but look safe to qualify. The battle for 2 other semi-final places is now wide open, with Sri Lanka in 3rd place with 5 points, South Africa and the West Indies in 4th and 5th, and only Zimbabwe without a single point. So the second week of the 1992 Cricket World Cup comes to a conclusion. A week in which New Zealand and England retain their unbeaten records, Australia gain a fortuitous win over India, but still struggle in a bid for a place in the semi-finals, and Sachin Tendulkar and Ian Botham compete for Player of the Tournament.